right, everyone. Good morning. I'm glad you guys are here with me today. Today is Monday, October 18th, and welcome to Motivation Monday. My name is Lisa McCrary, and I'm one of the trainers here at AHCP. And as always, I am very happy to have you guys join me this morning. Let's go right ahead and jump right into why we're here. And as always, we're going to start with our motivational quote for the week. So this week's quote comes from the beautiful Miss Dolly Parton. I just love Dolly Parton. I love her energy and her spirit. And what she said is, the way I see it, if you want the rainbow, you got to put up with the rain. And one of the reasons why I like this quote so much is because I love how direct and uncomplicated this message is. It's pretty darn clear. I selected this quote because things are about to get a little crazy between AEP and OEP from now until the end of the year. Your services are really going to be in high demand, and some of the days that you are working, it's going to feel like just crazy. And sometimes you might even feel like throwing in the towel. I personally, guys, I love this time of the year. I think for insurance agents, this is our Super Bowl. So I'm really excited for all of you. This is where, really we become champions for our clients. But if you find yourself in a situation where you are stressing and starting to feel like this is just getting to be too much because there's just so much that you have to do, please know, first of all, that that is not abnormal and you will work your way through it. And it doesn't stay that way. What I'm going to recommend for you guys is just take a deep breath and remember what the beautiful Miss Dolly Parton said. You can't have the rainbow, meaning that you can't have the success, the money, the book of business, the clientele, the comfort in life, the security for you and your family, if you don't put up with a little bit of rain from time to time. So keep that in mind as you are going through AEP and OEP throughout the end of the year. Welcome again, my friends, to Motivation Monday. As I said earlier, I am so very happy that you guys are here with me today. Just as we do every week, we're going to first review our tips for the week. Then we're going to have some sales and shout outs, my favorite thing to do, to recognize some of our top carriers and sales agents for the week of October 11th. And last but not least, we're going to have our sales topic for the week, and we're going to talk about some tips to help you close more business during AEP. But first, we're going to start with our tips for the week. Now, it's not a secret that knowledge is power, and I am one that believes in getting as much knowledge as I possibly can. And we have a great training coming up on October 19th at 10:30 Central Standard Time. A representative from National General will be discussing the National General Plan Enhancer Disappearing Deductible Plan. Yeah, you heard me right, Disappearing Deductible Plan. NatGen is implementing a disappearing deductible plan that also offers increasing durable medical equipment and ground ambulance benefits, and that is huge, especially that ground ambulance benefits. For those of you who are unfamiliar with NatGen's Plan Enhancer, it's one of the most popular AME plans that also offer riders for cancer, heart attack, and stroke, as well as sickness hospitalization. It really is one of the more popular plans they have there as far as supplemental plans goes. And really what has happened here is that they've taken this plan and they have made it better. So if you're interested in learning more, all you need to do is go to ahcpsales.com and look for the training look at the training calendar on that site, and you can register at that time. Next up, it looks like Pivot Health is offering unlimited bonus potential now through December 31st when you sell short-term medical products, their anchor fixed benefit insurance, and their Medicare supplement plans in selected states. Bonus payouts start at $50 and can be as high as $200 for each plan sold. Once again, for more information on this excellent opportunity to earn more money with Pivot Health, you just need to go to AHCP Sales, go to Tools and Resources, and look under Incentives and Bonuses, and you can get more information on this plan. As always, let's move to our sales and shout outs. I love this part. I love knowing what's sold, and then I love knowing who sold it. So first we're going to start off with highlighting our most popular carriers for the week of October 11th. And it looks like UHC Golden Rule really had a strong week. They led the way in short-term medical sales as well as accident and critical illness. And NatGen, this has just been a going theme. Their limited med plans are just awesome. And every week we see them on the top there as well as with their dental plans. So they led the way in those two categories. For the week of October 11th, we had some folks we want to recognize for their awesome selling potential during that week. When it comes to short-term medical, we have Glenn, Jacob, and Daniel. They led the way in short-term medical sales. With limited med, we have Andrew and Christian, who led the way there, or Christine, I should say. Christine, I'm sorry. And then in accident sales, we have Aaron and Andrew, who led the way. So congratulations to all of our sales leaders for the week. And I want to give a special congratulations to Andrew, because it looks like Andrew, he just really did well, because in limited med as well as accident. And I love seeing that, because that means we're doing some bundling. So, and we always want to do that. Now let's turn to our sales topic for the week. How to close more business during AEP. I was going to say OEP, guys. That's going to be next. Maybe I'll be talking to you guys about that next. But right now we're talking about Medicare, and it is AEP. As you know, AEP open enrollment has officially started as of October 15th. How exciting. I'm excited for all of you who are able to sell those products. According to, just so that you guys know, according to AARP, there are about 44 million Medicare beneficiaries out there. That's about 15% of the population. There's so many people to serve during OEP. There's just an abundance of opportunity for every agent out there. You just got to get out there and find it. However, just keep in mind, because everyone must play by the same rules when it comes to selling Medicare, it can make the process pretty competitive, because everybody has to play by the same rules. So what can you do to put yourself in the best possible position to have an amazing AEP? That's what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to start with the importance of retention, retaining our current customers. Did you guys know that it costs 5 times as much to attract a new customer than to keep an existing one? Well, it's true. And it really makes sense. When I think about keeping our customers, and when we don't keep our customers, it's like having a bucket of water, and your customers is the water. And if you're not taking care of it and you have a hole in your bucket, customers are just leaking right out. So I can totally believe that statistic. The probability, in addition to that, the probability of selling to an existing customer is 60 to 70%, while the probability of selling to a new customer is only 5 to 20%. In addition, existing customers are 50% more likely to try new products with you and spend 31% more when compared to new customers. So what does all that mean? If you focus your attention on increasing client retention, you will increase your profit, no doubt. I once read an article that said by increasing your customer retention rate just by a mere 5%, you can increase your profit by 25 to 95%. That is huge. So many times we are worrying about bringing in new customers and we're letting our existing customers fall right through the cracks. We can't do that, guys. We got to make sure we're taking care of our existing customers. To increase your success during AEP, you can't wait for your client to call you. And a lot of times that's exactly what we do. We want them to call us to ask the questions. No, you have to be the one to make the first move. So let's talk about what that move is going to look like. So when we're talking about discussing what's going on with our clients and we're building that strong relationship and we're building that trust, during those conversations, it's really important to help diversify your client's portfolio by filling it with a wide range of carriers and plans, including large brands that are easily recognizable, as well as local brands that might better suit your client's needs. So really it's a combination of both. With that said, if you don't already have a list of your current clients that include a breakdown of their existing coverage, now is a perfect time to create that. And I don't know why my tongue isn't working today. It's like having a mind of its own, but that's okay. We're going to get this message out because it's very important. So now is really a perfect time to create that list of a breakdown of the coverage that your clients have. The goal is to get a big picture view of what your clients have and then honing in on the details that will serve your clients and ideally give you more profit to your bottom line. This does not have to be a major project, guys. A lot of times we think this needs to be a major project. We don't have time for that. AEP is right here. We don't have time to start the project. Really, for next year, this is something you should start doing before AEP has started, if you didn't do it already. But for this year, here's what you can do to still accomplish this. As you're doing your pre-call planning, update your chart and then prepare yourself with some recommendations that will enhance your client's Medicare portfolio. Then simply pick up the phone and call your customer. As simple as that. During AEP, you should be reviewing all of your carriers, all of the carriers and plans currently in your clients' portfolios, weighing the pros and cons of each plan with your client so that they're well informed and you're well informed of what their needs are. You should also be determining which plans are working best for your clients and which plans are not. And then examining where are the gaps. So we don't want to do this one and done. We're going to put them in one product and we're going to move on. You're doing a comprehensive, very comprehensive examination of your client's needs. In addition, by anticipating, doing all of this is going to help you anticipate your client's needs. By anticipating what your clients need, you will help ensure that you are proactively, not reactively, proactively providing them with the best possible solutions. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is leading with education. We talked about customer retention and customer retention planning, and it is critical to make sure that we're doing this, but establishing and marketing plans that include filling up your pipeline with new clientele is just as important. As you create opportunities to grow your business by letting people know that what you do and making yourselves available as an expert to those people to help them maneuver through the complexities of Medicare, this is what's going to make the difference as you are trying to build your clientele. A tip from the pros, like I said, is to lead with education. If you do this, honestly, Medicare is going to sell itself. It's going to sell itself. You don't have to do much work if you lead with the education. Although Medicare marketing guidelines prohibit you from trying to influence your existing or your potential clients on what coverage to purchase or change, you are allowed to answer their questions about plan specifics and provide general education on Medicare. Just ensure that when you're doing that, that you are using approved and compliant marketing material provided by CMS as well as your carriers. Something else to consider as your internet opportunities are that of your internet opportunities growing is this. Under Medicare's marketing rules, you can't reach out to prospects, but they certainly can reach out to you. And since 75% of senior citizens are reported being regular internet users, it's a winning bet that people seeking Medicare insurance are online browsing for their options. Now, if you didn't have time, and at this point, if you didn't have time or the resources this year to build or maintain this elaborate website or with contact information, no worries. We don't have to worry about that. You can always simply establish a Facebook page, which includes a clear, direct messaging call to action feature. And it's really simple to do. Just remember, Medicare-related content that is communicated, it must be compliant, and I can't say that enough, and should be educational in nature and pre-approved by your carrier. Marketing events are another fantastic way to really attract new clients as well. Once again, just remember compliant materials must be used, and we cannot promote ourselves as, working for CMS or, we can't really promote ourselves as doing that. And it has to be AEP related. And must be properly approved, like I said, by the carriers. I say that a lot because a lot of times people try and reinvent the wheel, and when you do that, you get yourself in trouble, and I don't want anyone to get themselves in trouble. While at these events, really what you can do is you're free to discuss Medicare programs so long as you don't cover carriers, plans, and pricing specifics. You can pass out handouts that are approved, and you can pass out your contact information with your business cards. And while you can't solicit or receive enrollment forms during these events or require participants to provide contact information, you can schedule appointments immediately after the presentation, but it must be initiated by the prospect. Some great places that you can go to in order to make this happen are community events. There are plenty of them out there this time of year. Churches, meet with the pastors and say, hey, how can I help the folks in your church? Senior citizens, senior centers, those are also great places. Retirement communities, areas with low income housing, that's also a great place that you can go. All of these places really have people that desperately can use your help. So those are some things that you can do to grow your business and not get yourself in any trouble because you're leading with education. Now, don't sleep on referrals. As a Medicare sales agent, you can ask for referrals from your current and new clients, but you can't collect phone numbers. That's what you can't do. Instead, you can ask your clients to refer you to their family member or their friends. Just give them a few of your business cards and let them know that if they know someone who could use some help, have them give you a call. It's pretty simple, and it's very, very effective. Finally, what I want to talk about with COVID-19, it's no secret, and the safety of our prospects and yourself in mind. The way we're selling during AEP this year may look a lot different. Many people, especially seniors, are spending less time in public settings. This is making traditional face-to-face meetings a lot less of a desirable option. So be prepared to move your sales presentation online. Familiarize yourself with virtual meeting platforms like Zoom. That's what we're using right now. Skype, FaceTime. If you find yourself, no fears, if you find yourself unfamiliar, and when I first started this, I was unfamiliar with it too. If you find yourself unfamiliar with how to conduct these types of meetings, you should note that each one of these platforms have training videos online that can help you have smooth transitions, interactions with your clients. The nice thing is you can find a lot of them on YouTube. You can find a lot of them on their particular websites as well. Even troubleshooting. If you have something that went wrong, you can just Google what the problem is, and it'll tell you how you can fix it going forward. A tip from the pros is one thing you want to do is to make sure you rehearse your presentation multiple times and be prepared quickly to answer questions as well as to address technical issues that can arise. But really, guys, we're going virtual, and I don't see this, in my opinion, I don't see that this is going away. It also might be, here's another pro tip, it also might be very helpful to draft a step-by-step instruction sheet for your clients on how to access the platform so that for those less tech savvy folks, so that they will feel comfortable as well when they're interacting with you. Some final thoughts I want to go over with all of you to remember in order to stay compliant is one thing, follow the sales and compliance process at all times. You can find the rules at cms.gov. Many of the carrier sites have also information that is available, and when in doubt, just call and ask. Make sure you're only using CMS and carrier approved marketing material for the current year. Don't use that past year stuff because that is no longer valid. Make sure you're using current year information. A scope of appointment must be obtained or called in prior to meeting with the beneficiary or someone shopping on behalf of a beneficiary. Very, very important, guys. Must do that. Make sure that you're maintaining proper documentation and notes of beneficiary interactions, and make sure you're storing that in your CMS system. If you have recording capabilities, that is even more fantastic. The more detailed your notes are, the better. It keeps you out of trouble. And the last thing that I want to say is the most valuable tool available to you for passing, those secret shops that's out there and making sure that you're just not getting yourself in any trouble is just make sure that you maintain integrity when you are dealing with your clients. And your desire should always be to do the right thing for your client and get them in the most comprehensive and complete plan that is available out there to them. Well, that is going to do it for me today, guys. I hope you found this information informative. As always, if you need to reach us or if you have any questions at all, please reach out to us. You only have to go to training@ahcpsales.com. One of our agents or trainers will get a hold of you. You can also call the 877 number that is on the screen. If you find yourself wanting to listen to this again or any of our other prior videos, just search for AHCP Sales on YouTube and you will find those videos out there so that you can view them and make sure that you are seeing the things that you want to see. The last thing that I want to leave you guys with and something to think about is this. There are three types of people out there when it comes to sales. There are people who make things happen, there are people who let things happen, and there are people who wonder what the heck is happening. Which one are you? So have a great day, guys. Be blessed, and I'll see you next time.